Alrighty, boyos, that is the closest out of the 10 attempts I have gotten. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the Guardian's Will sword in Fortnite Save the World. Now, it is quite the interesting piece of equipment because the only way that you can obtain this sword, I should say, is by going over to your quest log, going to the event Fortnite, and doing the week 4 master challenge. You gotta survive 30 minutes. Basically, it's just Fortnite, and they give you random modifiers. You'll get death burst, low pools, healing death burst, blah 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 blah. That's basically what this is. You just survive for 8 waves and you are good to go. Now on this particular run, I'm going to be testing out the Guardian's Will in Fortnite itself. We're going to be doing this challenge and we're going to be getting the Genji banner at the end of it, so make sure you guys stick around for the end. Guys, tomorrow I will be streaming on Twitch from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. twitch.tv/demonjoefrance. Go check that out. Just today we had a live stream, or by the time you're watching this yesterday, and it went quite well, so I thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, on stream, of course, as always, we max out the weapon, and in this particular case, we maxed out the Guardian's Will, of course. We have crit rating, armor, water, damage, crit damage, and this final perk right here. Now, I'm not sure if it came like this or not, like for everybody, but mine in particular came with these exact rolls aside from water. The reason I went with water is for the aesthetic, because, you know, you got the blue and the gold, and I figured a frost blade would look pretty cool, and it does, you know, whenever you have the, graphical fidelity. This perk right here, after eliminating 5 enemies with this weapon within 15 seconds, you regenerate 25% of your shield over 3 seconds, a little bit of survivability there. For here, you know, you're able to put movement speed if you would like, and right here you can put movement speed, heavy attack, energy efficiency. This weapon you can leap across the map with, which is really cool, just like the lead sled and the walloper. But for this one in particular, I went with armor. I want to stay alive longer. I don't care for movement speed too much. Right down here, you're able to have more armor, movement speed, or impact. I just decided to keep damage. So with this roll, you're getting 22,600 damage, 51.5% crit, and 210% crit hit damage with 821 impact. Now, I don't know much about swords, okay? You know, the current loadout that we're using is a pretty good loadout. Swordmaster Ken, he is the best sword hero. Dyer to give us some more crit rating, and Mega Base Kyle, so every time we throw down a smoke bomb, we get full shields instantly, basically making our smoke bombs pretty useful. I don't know much about swords, but what I can do is I can compare this to the Tree of Light. So that's exactly what we're going to do, because the Tree of Light is the only other sword that I have maxed out. So if we take a look at these swords, the Guardian's Will has less damage. The Guardian's Will has better crit hit chance and crit hit damage. It has less attack speed, well, slower attack speed, right? I guess, right? That means it's slower, right? I'm pretty sure. And then we have less impact. So, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure the Tree of Light is going to be better. I'm not sure if over time, you know, whether or not the crit hit chance and crit hit damage would eventually be better than this right here. But just from looking at it on paper, you know, I would probably say the Tree of Light is better. So don't expect anything too crazy from the Guardian's Will. But like I said, one thing that is cool about the Guardian's Will is that it is the medieval sword, which you can't get from the llamas. The only way to get the medieval sword is from the challenge, and you can go flying through the air with this sword. So we're going to be testing that out. Like I said, we're going to be doing the Fortnite challenge for this gameplay, so it's basically going to be a 106 versus some high level boys, so it's going to be some pretty thick gameplay. I'll cut to whenever I'm able to craft this weapon, so that you guys can, you know, get to the gameplay straight ahead, and at the end of this video, you know, I'll be able to get the banner and showcase that to you guys, which I think would be a little interesting. But guys, let's go ahead and jump into this, and I will see you guys in the gameplay. Alrighty, boyos, here we are in game with the Guardian's Will. I'm pretty sure that I told you guys that I was going to be using a 106, but with the power of my teammates, they were actually able to get me a Guardian's Will by wave 1, which is pretty awesome. This is the challenge, of course, so if you guys look on the top right, you can actually see the modifiers that are going to be for wave 3 for whenever it starts. It's going to be Frenzied, Death Burst, and it's going to be Smoke Screen. Nothing that's really going to affect us too much. Smoke Screen basically just decreases ranged weapon damage, so we should be getting a pretty good gameplay with the Guardian's Will. Now, as I probably already said, you know, I definitely said so on stream, I am no expert at all whenever it comes to swords. You know, the only one I could really compare it to, as you guys saw, was the Tree of Light. You know, I don't know if this weapon is better than the Stormblade. I don't know if it's better than the Stabsworth. I'm not entirely sure. That's up to you guys. I don't really use melees. You know, melees don't really have room in this game as being really good. Melees, for the most part, are just kind of good if you're going behind enemy lines, you're getting rid of lobbers, and all that kind of stuff, really. The weapons overall, you know, as far as melees go, you're really gonna excel whenever it comes to scythes. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the Harvester is probably the strongest melee ninja in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Really good versus mist monsters, really good versus pretty much anything. But as far as swords are concerned, I'm just, by my standards, swords are just swords, dude. They're nothing too special. He wants me to craft the blue glow. They're nothing too special. This sword, to me, you know, after all the time that I've used it, is pretty average. But it is unique, you know. This is from the medieval weapon set, so we're all kind of accustomed to our weapons from the medieval weapon set being really good. You know, there's not really a single weapon from the medieval weapon set that is bad. So what exactly is so special about the sword? The sword, in my opinion, just seems pretty average, you know, pretty standard for if you're going to be using a sword. It does have the leap attack, you know, bound to your right click or your alternate fire, which I can showcase if I can get out of here. Do this right here, you know, do a little bit of a slam. It does AoE, so you are able to do damage to multiple enemies in the area if you do it. The most I've ever killed personally is like 5 husks maybe that were all grouped up. We can do it right here, test it out. Well, they weren't close enough. Let's bring them right over here, see how much we can kill, how many. There we go. Killed about like 3 or 4 with that. So that's kind of the unique thing about this sword. What I really call it novelty, not necessarily. Like I said, I don't know if it's better than the Stormblade or the Stabsworth, but overall, you know, the overall feel of this weapon, you know, currently we're using it against 109s. The overall feel of this weapon is pretty good. You know, killing multiple enemies with swings, being able to leap across the map whenever we want. You know, you could change one of the rolls on this for your leap personally, so that you can keep doing it over and over again. Me personally, you know, I like to use it every now and again against husklings, you know, like these guys right here, because you can kill multiple of them. But aside from that, it's not that crazy of an ability. I definitely feel like it did better on the lead sled and the walloper, but maybe that's just me just saying that because they were hammers and I expected the AoE to be really good. But as far as the sword is concerned, it seems just average to above average to me. I'm sure that there are some better ones. If not, then, you know, I'm sorry. But overall, yeah, this sword doesn't exactly impress me, but I wouldn't say that it's bad by any means. We just stopped the freaking airdrop. I wouldn't say that it's bad by any means. It's just kind of like any other sword. You know, it doesn't really stand out in my opinion. So that's just kind of me. You know, that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm no sword expert. So if you guys have difference of opinion, and you know, you want to talk it out in the comments down below, then by all means, you know, definitely do that. Make your voices heard. But that's my opinion. You know, nothing too special to warrant actually using swords a lot of the time. But whenever it comes to if I'm going to use a melee weapon, then I'm going to use this one. I have it water, so anytime I'm doing like a fire mission and I'm playing a ninja, maybe I'm playing Dire for instance, then I'll equip this weapon because I'll be able to get rid of lobbers and be able to get rid of, I don't know, just some husks from behind the lines. But aside from that, it doesn't really impress me too much. It's really fun to use and it looks really cool. And that's pretty much all I really got to say about the Guardian's Will. So guys, in the middle of recording this, I figured, like, I was thinking about it and I was like, I hadn't done a Smasher test yet. So how about a Krampus test? So let's go and do a little bit of a test on this Crampy boy right here. He's going to pull us towards him. Let's kind of move over. The wave's about to start, so hopefully it doesn't. Oh my god. So we're going to slow him down with this slash, and we're just going to go crazy on him. Yeah, he's a level 100 Krampus. I'm not sure how much more health than a normal Smasher that they have. But let's see exactly how long this interaction lasts. Of course, we're going to do our Dragon Slash with this. Kind of do a little bit of damage. He's about half health now. Ow. It's actually doing pretty decent damage. For a second, I thought I was playing Cassandra, so I didn't really mean to Dragon Slash to slow him down. But there we go. So that took however long. I'm not exactly going to put a timer on screen, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Power level 100 Krampus versus this sword. Honestly, that was pretty good. I'm not sure how much more health or if they do have more health than a normal Smasher. But I don't know, maybe this weapon does a little bit more damage than I'm giving it credit for. Maybe that crit is a little better than I was initially thinking, because killing that Krampus honestly didn't take too long. Whenever I was live streaming, I was doing a test, you know, with the weapon, of course, and I was playing Cassandra. And, you know, Cassandra's not exactly the best sword hero in the game. You know, we're playing Ken for the sole purpose of doing well with a sword. And so, you know, using Ken on that Krampus kind of changed my mind a little bit. I don't know. Maybe this weapon is, like, well above average or something, because it killed that Smasher pretty freaking quickly. Or, you know, that Krampus, and that's a little bit different from your normal Smashy boy. So, I don't know, that was actually pretty good. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a jump cut over to, you know, the end of this mission. You know, we're on wave 6. On wave 8, after you survive to wave 8, that is whenever you were able to get the banner. So we're gonna go and skip on over there, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty, so here we are at the 30-minute mark. As you guys can see up top, we survived to wave 8. We're basically just waiting on it to start so that we can kill ourselves. Got Nylik over there, Death Grip over there, and Samantha over there. Now, I figured that, you know, since we're just kind of chilling and, well, we're going to kill ourselves anyways, that I would go out with a little bit of style. So, at the end of this wave, well, as soon as this wave starts, we're going to go ahead and test out the, that looks like it's floating from here. We're going to test out the heavy attack one more time, which it actually looks kind of funny whenever you do it from, like, really high up. And, yeah, so let's go and kill ourselves, and let's go check out our rewards, boyos. And, we're just going to do... Oh, God. I could have saved myself. They fixed it. Huh. Previously, whenever the Walloper first came out, you were able to, like, do it indefinitely. I don't know what Death Grip's doing. Anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead and cut on over and let's see what rewards we got, and let's check out the banner. Alrighty, so here we are in the loading screen after the final completion of the challenge for week 4. Guys, by the way, tomorrow on the Twitch stream, I am going to be helping you guys out with this challenge. It's really freaking easy. You can pretty much play anything you want, but I do know that some people suffer, you know, with getting this thing done. And after 4 completions, you will finally get the banner. So let's go ahead and check out what exactly it looks like with some different colors. You know, good old gingerbread man, who doesn't want that? So here we are, week 4 master quest complete, and it is 500 tickets and the home base banner for the little gingerbread man, which looks like he's freaking out. So there's no more right there. We can go ahead and head up here, go to our banners, and here it is for the week 4 banners. So we can go and check out the colors. We have gray, red, orange, orange again, a little less orange, yellow, yellow, little less yellow, green, green, blah, blah, blah. Personally, you know, this is my favorite color right here if I were to do a banner. But here are all the blues, the perp skirps, and the pinks. So that is the banner, guys, that you guys get for week 4. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorites. You know, out of all the ones we've gotten, if I had to rank them, I'd probably say that this one's the best, followed by this, followed by this, followed by this. Or maybe swap these two around. I don't know. I don't really... This one's too simplistic, and this one has too much going on. So, I do like these two right here, though. I think the Gingerbread Man is quite a good addition, and he's quite the sexy banner. So, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. That is it for the Guardian's Will commentary, gameplay review, and little showcase of the new banner and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Follow the Twitch channel if you haven't. Follow me on Twitter, and let me know your opinions down in the comments down below about the Guardian's Will. But like I said, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.